Georgia State's a talented offensive team. They highly skilled, really pass it, shoot it, and they just don't turn the ball over, so it's hard to beat them. I thought we did some good things offensively against the zone, had a pretty good mix. Certainly KJ was fantastic tonight, and I thought DeMarcus and Roper gave us, were good sidekicks in the game, especially with Landry getting into foul trouble and really not having him for most of the first half. But this was a good win against a team that's very talented and used to winning.
Good was it to see your leader come out right off the bat, hit a three-pointer, kind of set the tone that you guys were, kind of.
Well, it was good. I mean, our guys were ready to play. I think we had a good practice yesterday and good meetings, and our guys were excited about this opportunity and prepared the right way for it, and we needed to. If you don't prepare against these kinds of teams, you're going to get beat. These mid-major teams that win regular seasons. I've coached a bunch of them, and they're highly talented, well coached. And the biggest thing is they have confidence. They're teams that are used to winning, so they come into these arenas and expect to win. You've seen it already in the NIT with some other teams losing that were ranked higher. So this is a good win.
How is Jerron?
Don't know yet. We're optimistic nothing's wrong, but he came down pretty hard. I know it scared the heck out of him. They're going to X-ray him and take a look, but it was painful.
Same leg that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Talk about DeMarcus Harrison again. Just seems like before that Syracuse game, he wasn't much of a factor, but lately has been.
He's just gotten some confidence. He still has to play consistently well regularly. He's a junior. He's a guy that we expect to play at a high level, and he kind of goes in spurts where he's really good for 8 to 10 minutes, and then he kind of goes missing on me sometimes for 8 minutes. And but when he's going, he's a good player because he's one of those guys I've said that he can do a lot of different things. I know that he's great at anything, but he can do everything pretty well. He can dribble a little bit, pass it, shoot it, rebound it. He can defend. He has size. And I thought he played well tonight, played with confidence tonight. Just kind of needed to see a ball go in to get him going a little bit. And he was in a tough matchup off and on with R.J. Hunter.
Brad, I guess you can ask the same thing about Roper. A couple of weeks ago, we're asking why wasn't
Just
playing?
ebbs and flows and practice better, just made more plays, got his confidence back, certainly played great in the first half of the Duke game. He's one, because of his size, he's not one of those guys that's just going to it's not as easy for Jordan to go for 18 or 20. It's not as easy for him to break loose and get as many shots sometimes as other guys. But when he goes, good things happen possession after possession. Like he'll go through a 3 to 5 possession spurt where makes three straight baskets and gets away from somebody, or maybe has a matchup that they don't pay enough attention to him. Then all of a sudden he gets one in transition, he gets one out of a set play, and he makes a play. And his baskets were big. He had 4 assists tonight as well, and no turnovers. That's good to see.
Your defense was good again, but the main thing I looked at was your offense. Just a lot of offensive efficiency tonight.
Yeah, we did a good job against all that zone. It's 40 minutes, and it's changing, and it's different things. And I think as the more the game wore on, I think we got used to some things and made some better decisions. It is a little bit different the first 8 or 10 minutes when you're dealing with it because you just haven't seen some of the things they do, and they change almost every other possession. And it certainly disrupts you, but when you look at our stats, we had a pretty efficient game. Obviously 16 assists and shot a great percentage and got some free throws, so we played well offensively.
In the first half, when they took their first lead, and you called a timeout, like 5.5 minutes left, you guys went on a pretty significant run. Anything?
One of the things we did, we moved KJ to the 4, for most of the game after that. We undersized, went downsized, and moved KJ to the 4 spot and put Roper on the court with DeMarcus and Rod for a bunch of it. Had Ado in there a little bit. But this was a game we were able to do that because Atkins, their 4-man, is really an ACC 3-man. And, it gave KJ a little more room. It put another shooter and driver on the court, so it gave us a little more space offensively. I think that was a good adjustment for us.
Is KJ going to have a line like that for you guys to, go far in this NIT tournament?
I hope he doesn't have to get 30 every night, but certainly I think he has to play well. You need your best players to play well in these events. But then to win, you need other guys to complement him. And tonight it was DeMarcus and Rope was scoring. Hopefully Noko will have one of those nights at some point. Maybe Rod. But those are three guys that we count on to score, and they came through tonight.
Brad, you talked about your team's fight all year, and to come back after what happened the other day and just look like a team that was focused and ready to play.
Yeah, that's pretty good to really be, to be ready for this and to approach it the way they did and really saw it in practice the first day. Our practice was good. Guys' energy level was high. You could tell that your team wanted to be in this tournament and really wanted to play and wanted to win. And, that was encouraging for me, and it takes that kind of commitment and attitude to beat teams like this. These guys are good teams. And, again, they're very confident players. And if you don't respect that and come in with the right mindset, you're not going to win. And, I told our guys at halftime, like, guys, we've played reasonably well. They shot 34%. They only made 2 threes, and we shot 54%, and we're up 3 points. I mean, you would feel like we should be up 7-10, and we're up 3 because of their last 2-minute run there where they outscored us 7-2 to end the half. I said, now we're going to have to play well to win. You need to understand that. And they're not going to give you possessions because they don't turn it over. So you're not going to get a bunch of dunks off steals, and you're going to have to get stops and go score against the zone. And I was very encouraged by the way we handled that in the second half.
Obviously, you've seen KJ a lot. Do you still get wowed by some of his plays like that? Snapping.
I'm more used to him now after, following him as much as I see him. Certainly I'm sure some of the teams that don't play him as often, you're surprised all of a sudden you think you got a layup or you're a long layup and he comes over and pins it on the glass. But I've seen a lot of it.
You sense you were wearing them down in the second half?
A little bit, yeah, I do. I think physically we felt that's where we had the advantage, superior size, bodies. We didn't do a good job of attacking the glass in the first half at all. We were probably, some of it was our offense. We were spread more, and we tried to keep guys a little closer to the basket in the second half also to have more offensive rebounding.
Now, you guys won't look too far ahead, but your path to New York potentially will be through this building. I imagine that's got to be a little confidence boost.
Yeah, I mean, certainly it is. We'd rather play here than travel. But whoever we play, we're going to play a good team. I mean, whether it's Boston U or Illinois. Illinois is playing great here down the stretch. They kind of had a lull there in the middle of the year, and then John does a great job with that team. And BU won their league. I mean, they got 24 wins or whatever it is, and got upset in their tournament. So they got kids that are used to winning and talented. And again, these tournaments, you're going to play good teams, and that's what is exciting about it, is challenging yourself against good teams.
Is it a situation tomorrow where everybody will get together and kind of watch that game?
We haven't decided what we're going to do. In fact, I'm going recruiting tomorrow, but we're going to get, we'll get the guys together, and the guys that didn't play as much will get some better work in. The guys that played a lot will probably watch film and shoot some free throws and shoot a few shots. And then we might get together and watch the game together and kind of begin to develop a plan, figure out when we play. We don't know when we play yet, so.
Did y'all send someone from the staff up there?
No, can't scout live. That's it. Thanks, guys.